Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 4th of April for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the big themes of the week, but then please stay with me. I will dive deep and give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac signs prospects. Now, the big news story of this week is that Venus is leaving the sign of Aquarius on Tuesday and moving into the sign of Pisces, where it's exalted. So Venus can flourish in the sign of Pisces, which already has a very collaborative link between Jupiter and Neptune. Now that's going to become exact next week. So this combination of energies is saying to us, when it comes to our relationships, to stay very much in touch with the more sensory side of our nature, sort of our instincts. Don't ignore them. But also, the Sun and Mercury in the sign of Aries this week are very dynamic, but they're forging positive links to Mars and Saturn, Mars being the ruler of Aries, of course, but they're still in a tight conjunction in the sign of Aquarius. So our future plans, I think we need to keep them quite narrow, not spread ourselves too thinly. Saturn is about getting things done, and Saturn can be about restraint. And the two have such different energies. When they're closely conjunct like this, it can create friction, tension, or frustration. So the clearer our plans are, the better we're going to do. So a balance of the instinct of those Pisces influences, but the drive of the Aries ones, but thought through and planned carefully and systematically with Mars and Saturn together, can work really well. Now later this week there is a quarter moon in the sign of Cancer, which of course is a water sign like Pisces, and that's just asking us, whatever hopes we have and however much we want to crack on and achieve those goals, we just need to think about the impact on our home, our emotions, our family. So sometimes we can be so impatient for results, we don't necessarily think of the unintended consequences. And that's what the moon in Cancer is asking us to consider. Also, Mercury is in a square with Pluto later this week, and if we are feeling a bit blocked or frustrated, it's possible that we could fall back on being a little bit more singular in our opinions and end up having arguments with people about points of view, when really we need to be focusing on what is the right thing for ourselves and trying to stay as collaborative and as cooperative as we can in order to achieve our aims. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you'd like to ascend above this Zodiac broadcast and understand what your personal astrology holds for you, you can order my special package and get 30% off of your 12-month forecast and your character analysis, all based on your personal birth data, and no two reports are the same, and this can give you searing insights of the months ahead and your potential that's contained in your natal chart, and also to understand some of the patterns that may prove more challenging. And finally, if you'd like to sign up for your free daily written horoscope, please see the subscription link beneath this video. Hello Leo, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 4th of April. This week sees the Sun and Mercury continuing their journey through your sister fire sign of Aries. The combination of these two can give you an appetite to expand your horizons. This could be through physical travel. It could be by being a bit more rugged in your approach to your activities. It may be that you're investigating some studies or courses, or perhaps you want to share with people knowledge you have. And with Saturn in your sector of relating, providing an anchor for both the Sun and also Mercury, if you've really thought through what you want to share, it can be received in a very positive way. People can feel that what you have to say really has some meaning. Also, Venus is going to be moving on Tuesday into your sector of shared resources. Good news can occur at this time about some kind of pension payout, an insurance claim, perhaps a business situation where either your efforts or those of someone you're closely working with can actually give you some kind of dividend, which can be really pleasing. But it's also true to say that this is a week when the combination between Mars and Saturn in your sector of relating is probably still making you think very carefully about some close alliances. And the position of the Sun and Mercury sees you as a truth seeker. So any relationship that isn't quite feeling right, doesn't feel fair, that could be under a little bit of a challenge. And that can become much more obvious towards the end of this week when Mercury squares with Pluto, the planet of power. And your ability to see into the detail of situations is going to be enhanced, but also that could create some friction with someone who may feel actually that you're incorrect in your assessment of a situation and could push back. And then we have, of course, the quarter moon on Saturday in the sign of Cancer. So for you, this is the 12th house, the Sun in the 9th house. What this particular quarter moon can do for Leos only is create a kind of amplification of sensitivities. So if there is something that you feel is unjust or unfair, it can feel much more so towards the end of this week. But generally, this can be a very progressive week for you.